What's up, everybody? My name is Rowdy Matt 51, and we have some exciting news today. The trailer for the next NASCAR game finally dropped today, NASCAR 2021. So this is going to be my first initial reaction, and then I'm going to try to break down this video. It's a minute long. Hopefully it won't take too long. But man, everybody's been waiting for this a long time. They've teased us with enough images so far, and I'm really hyped that they're finally dropping the reveal trailer. Now, I haven't watched this beforehand. This is my first reaction of it, watching this trailer. So far in my group chats, I've heard nothing but good things about this, so I have very high expectations. I'm going to watch this first. I'm going to keep quiet so y'all can watch this, and then I'm going to see if I can break it down scene by scene. Hopefully they have a lot of short scenes, but oh man, I am just so excited. It's been a long time coming, if you know what I mean, with this NASCAR 2021 game. So without further ado and without any more mumbling, let's get started. Ooh, copyrighted music.
Knocked down in the dirt, yeah. Pushing through all the hurt, yeah. Got blood on my shirt, yeah. Just putting in the work, yeah. Feel it running in my veins, like a runaway train. I'm never backing down, never taking no bow. Can't stop me now. Rising like legends over rivals, champions destined for the title. Last one standing, we're gonna prove it's not where we come from. It's what we came to do. It's what we came to do. It's what we came to do.
All right, everybody, that was the trailer. I will leave the link for the original trailer in the description below. I don't want to play any copyrighted music on my channel, obviously. So be sure to watch it if you want to hear the sound. But man, interesting trailer. I don't know what. I liked how it worked. The scenes are very nice. I'm gonna go on a limb and say I don't really like the trailer as much as the NASCAR Heat 5 trailer. Obviously, you know, they had some fantastic announcers on that. I think they did a great job. But this trailer is quite nice, and I'm looking at the box art now, and interesting box art. You got Bill Elliott and a couple other legendary drivers on there. I don't mean to offend anybody, but I'm not sure who the other two drivers are on that NASCAR Champions Edition. I'll have to look into that. I apologize. I mean, obviously I was born in 2001. Those guys are a little bit before my time, but it looks like if you look over to the right, you can see Bubba Wallace, Chase Elliott, Ryan Blaney. I'm a lot more familiar with those drivers, guys. So pre-order, I guess that's tomorrow. Xbox One, PlayStation 4, Steam. No launch for the Switch. Remember in that one teaser, we all saw it on the Switch. Like, everyone saw it. So, interesting that they didn't release it. But let's go through scene by scene and kind of break it down. One thing that I noticed, 60 frames per second. You know, the cars are driving really smooth. It doesn't have that chop that NASCAR Heat 5 has. I'm hoping that, you know, even more than 60 frames per second is possible, you know, especially with the Xbox Series S, Xbox Series X, PlayStation 5, you know, higher end PCs, you know, we're able to run most games at 120 frames per second. So, you know, when you log in at Martinsville at 30 FPS on the nighttime, it's not really that fun to play. Just gonna be honest with you. So that was something that I really noticed off the bat. A lot of things going around, a lot of different scenes. It's a minute long. Let's see if I can break it down scene by scene and play it again. But oh man, some of these pictures are just absolutely fantastic. I love the nighttime. It looks like they've drastically increased just the dynamic range of night. A lot of the guys that have played, you know, the NASCAR Heat games that have, you know, played on night mode know that it's really slow. It's really groggy. I mean, Daytona's terrible. I mean, like, there's a giant line around, like, the bottom of the racetrack. All the tracks run at 30 FPS. Man, those pit signs, man. I'm sold on the pit signs. But then, at the same time, they showed so many pit signs. They didn't really show any cars on track. So that's kind of a red flag for me. Like, obviously, you're going to show you, like, your best foot forward. And if the pit signs are going to be the best looking thing in the game, you know, that's something that, you know, you got to kind of be aware of. Like, they're not really showing gameplay here. They're just showing a lot of pit signs. Like, I noticed a lot of pit sign scenes, which, I mean, obviously there's nothing wrong with it. But just a lot of pit sign scenes. Oh, clumsy fingers. But yeah, see pit sign scenes, the main camera. This is a shot I really like coming out of the garage area, with the cars going by. Obviously, I pause it and the cars still look really distorted. I'm not really seeing like frame jumps, but I don't know. It's really hard to judge a game based off of what you're seeing here, but I'm not a big fan of how blurry the cars are. I'll just be honest with you. But I love that scene. This is another scene. It's like the cars are so blurry. Like you understand who's going by, and you understand like the game looks good. Like look on that monitor. Like that monitor is displaying. That's from NASCAR Heat 5, I think. That 20 car with, or I think that's, yeah, Christopher Bell with his hands in the air celebrating. I could be wrong. I could very well be wrong, but I feel like I've seen that before. But that it looks really crisp. I love the HD on that monitor. Like that monitor looks so much better than like the rest of the game that looks like kind of blurry, which it interesting for me. Okay. I'll keep going by here. So another good scene. This is what I'm talking about. 60 frames per second. It definitely looks like the cars are running super smooth. Another close shot of Homestead Miami Speedway. Right there. Something I really wanted to look at. The drivers pushing the car out on pit road. Why? Or not the driver. Sorry, the crew. Why did they still look like that? Like they look terrible. Like for a game made in 2021, like I understand like characters and like their faces are super hard to render, but I mean like you're running the Unreal Engine here. Like that looks really generic and like not great. Like I like everything else in the scene, but like like the facial just expressions and characters in the NASCAR Heat games, and it looks like even going into this next game is a little lacking. Even that is like they're pushing the car out. Like, shouldn't that be like HD? Like the man on the left in the obviously the DoorDash uniform, his face looks really blurry. I just don't like that that much. I'm kind of a little skeptical and scared. But there are a couple other scenes I wanted to see here. So that right there at the 17-second mark. Oh, perfect. That is interesting. It seems like your crewmate is handing you a tablet. Now, what you can do on that tablet, I don't know. It might be the same thing as being able to put your custom setup in, like other days. But then I'm looking like further away from that tablet, and you can see the pit signs, and you can see the grandstands. It just looks all like fuzzy and like blurred out. I don't know. I'm not 100% sold on this game, and until I see what that tablet does, it's interesting and it's new, yes. But until I see what it does, I don't know. I like that they're going for something different here. And then right here, this is an interesting scene, but look at it. Like, man, I don't want this in NASCAR NXT. Like, look how blurry it is. And look at the camera as well. It's like, oh man, I don't know. Like if it's hooked on third person, like I hated when the old NASCAR games used to do that. I like it when it's like locked on third person, and it kind of has like the sway. Like I really was used to the sway, but I don't know. Let me play the crashes out a couple times. That goes back 10 seconds. That's not too helpful. Interesting. I mean, the cars look a little bit lighter. It's really hard. They don't really give us much here. Bristol looks fine. This is another interesting thing. Pros, cons. Pros, absolutely love that they have the garage area now. They're definitely doing something with the garage area that's going to make the experience more immersive. Cons, this car, it's unreal. This car looks like a NASCAR Heat 5 render. Like everyone knows that has like been watching the Pro Series or like doing anything with Pro Series. Even the trailer for NASCAR Heat 5, like the car models that they showed in the trailer and the game varied a lot. So, I'm kind of looking at this car, and don't get me wrong, it looks really nice, but I'm seeing like this same kind of shadow outlines, like blockiness, like texture that like I don't know. That kind of scares me. Like if this is in the game how it is, like that'd be alright for me. But if it's gonna be like the same as Heat, I don't know, man. It's a tough one for me. Um, it's really hard since they don't really show us much in the trailer. Now I have heard that there's a couple pages of text. Um, I'll go over that in another video if this becomes popular enough. So yeah, I'll set the bar low. If we can get like a couple hundred views and 10 likes, I'll do a breakthrough on my opinions on the on all of the notes for the game. I know that's out, but until then, I'll stop dragging along and I'll keep going. So I really like that scene. Nothing much to really see here. This is another scene. This is highlights more of the garage area. The rear end of the cars look really, really nice, especially on this the Mobile One Ford. I think it looks spectacular. Other cars look fine. I like the whole garage stall aspect. Interested how they'll put it in the game. See pit signs again. Pit signs, cars, pit signs, cars, pit signs, cars, pit signs. And that's oh wait, hold up. Hold up. Ah, that's Kevin Harvick choking it at Martinsville. Oh, I can't believe they put that in. That's awesome. I seen it one slide and I'm like, that's Kevin Harvick, ain't it? Oh my good. Bruh, who's in charge of the content creation? Had to put that in there, didn't he? Oh, I think I know. It's a lot more action shots. Really choppy. All right, right there. That's the next thing I want to talk about is the crashing. Interesting. It little bit different physics. I don't know. Well, there goes my theater mode. I don't want to accept any friend requests right now, but Pale. But it's interesting how it happens like that. We'll have to see it in game if the physics are gonna be any good. But I don't know. Interesting. So we'll see. I'm gonna have to rewatch that and make sure that check the YouTube recommendations, see what I had there. I was logged on my main account. So we'll see. And then that's it. So that's my trailer breakdown. That's what I think, pros and cons. Overall, I like it. Still a lot left on the table to kind of, you know, I wouldn't say a lot left to be desired, but a lot of interpretation, I guess you could say. They showed a little bit, but it got kind of repetitive, to be honest. Like I noticed like a lot of pit signs, a lot of showing like different variations of the same scenes. But you know, this is the first trailer. For a non-NASCAR fan, this definitely does look interesting. For you know an avid Heat 5 player, you know, I don't know. It's really going to be how it plays with you know R Factor 2 and the new engine. So I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. So that's pretty much my pros and cons for this so far. Like I said, I'm not going to set the bar too high. Let's go with man. I don't want to set it too low, but let's go with 150 views and 10 likes. I'll do a breakdown of what I think of all the notes because I know they put out a couple pieces of paper on what's going to be in and what's not going to be in the game. Now I haven't personally read this. It's the first time I've watched this trailer. I probably missed some things. If I did, I apologize. But I'll try to tweet it out later or do something along the lines with that. But you know, I'm really looking forward to this game, NASCAR 21 Ignition. I'm so happy it's not called NXT, because holy moly, that would be that'd be a nightmare. It'd be NASCAR NXT wrestling. You'd Google it and all you'd see is wrestling photos. But I don't know. I'm hopeful. You know that trailer really didn't sell me, but it didn't push me away. I'm gonna wait a little bit longer and hopefully they'll put out some more concrete, you know, stuff that makes the game look a little bit better than what we just saw here. But you know, overall, I'd rate this trailer like a C, maybe a B. Just you know, a lot of like you know repetitive same stuff, and they really show the same scenes numerous times. But that's just my opinion. You know, I'm really looking forward to this game. I hope you found this video helpful. Or maybe you just like to listen to me ramble. Maybe you don't. Maybe you clicked off at 10 seconds and you're not even listening to this if you did. It's no problem. I'm going to be making more of these. So this is my first one. So everybody's got to start somewhere, right? So that's pretty much my interpretation of this video. Thank you everybody for watching. If you want to see more, leave a like. When this game comes out, we're going to be putting out a ton of setups. We're going to be hitting this YouTube game hard, and I'm going to have a lot of fun doing this. You know, fresh breath of air, new NASCAR franchise. I'm really looking forward to this. Thank you everybody for watching. That's all for me. Have a great night. Peace out.